Before I start the video, I just want to ask, do you have some art videos that don't require drawing? Because I'm currently not able to draw and I still want to make videos while I'm not able to draw. So, like, if you have any suggestions, I'd love to hear them. Hi everyone, today I'll be doing part 2 of my Art of 2017 thing. I keep saying thing instead of 2017. This is actually my 4th time doing this. So, let's just go ahead and get started here. So, some of these aren't digital stuff. Some of this is like stuff I took a picture of and finished on a computer, or stuff I took a picture of and never finished on a computer. And as you can see, there are a lot of files in here, and some of these I never saved the picture. So I'm not gonna open each individual Photoshop or SAI file. So there aren't any SAI files in here. What? Okay, it's just Photoshop, but okay. So here's the first one. And, yep, I might redo this one day because I do like the idea behind it. And here are a couple of my artists. And I will say that I have gotten better at drawing fillers. Man, I have gotten better at doing that. So I'm actually happy about that. Because earlier this year I was thinking, I'm finally getting it. I can draw man now. And now I look back at the stuff that I was doing at that time and I'm like, whoa. But I have gotten better. And this is a drawing that I did for a video, but I ended up not doing the video the way that I had planned because I was doing like a digital art versus traditional art type thing, and this is the digital drawing for it. And I showed the traditional version of it in my last video, I think, so there, you can go see that if you want to. And the video was, like I said, about digital art versus traditional art, but I ended up doing a pros and cons of digital art instead, so I never used this drawing. And this is the drawing that I did for the pros and cons video. And it's one of my OCs, yeah, from when I was like 12, I think. And this is another OC from a story that it's kind of like a side project at the moment, but after I finish the main story that I'm working on now, I do plan on picking up the story that she's in. So yeah. And this picture, it did not look like this when I was doing it. I don't know what happened to her little coat jacket thing. For some reason, after I saved it, it looked like it got burned. So that's the thing. Yeah. Actually, I kind of like, I've done this video now. I've recorded it several times now, and I've had to look through all of the pictures several times now. So I do realize that I did a lot more like sunset-y backgrounds earlier this year, and I want to get back to doing that because I think they're cool. And this is a drawing I did for a video, and it was about me testing watercolors on Bristol board. So yeah. And this is not my art. Probably should have taken this out of here, but this is Pick Candle's art, and there's her YouTube information down there if you want to go check her out. And she does a lot of kawaii, cute stuff like this. So yep, this was a coloring sheet she had, and I just colored it on the computer. And I like the background that I put there. I should really get back to doing stuff like that, because those are cool. And this is a GIF I made for a video. It was the beginning of a video. And I don't know, I should probably get back to doing that for my Draw With Me videos, putting this little thing here, because it is cute. But I don't know. And this is a self-portrait. And I actually have this outfit, with the exception of this shirt here. And yeah, I love my donut socks. And here's some art supplies. Got a Prismacolor Color Erase, Moo eraser, which is my favorite eraser of all time. What? And a Copic marker, washi tape, and some acrylic paint. I think that's what that's supposed to be. I can't remember. And here's the GIF, because it was for a Draw With Me video, so here's the GIF I made for the video. I can't remember whether I actually used it or not. And also, I noticed when you make GIFs on Photoshop, it lowers the quality. Like, you can see this picture, it looks like decent quality, but then when I made the GIF, it did that weird thing with her face, and it's like, oh, why? And these are some examples I was doing for a commission I was doing, showing them the different types of shading. And this is a drawing I did during my Draw Daily thing. It actually looks better like that because the quality's so bad. And yeah. And this was me practicing semi-realism in SAI paint tool, and I haven't really worked on that since then, so I do still need to get better at coloring eyes in SAI. Coloring eyes digitally, basically. So, still need to work on that. And this is a drawing I did for my channel banner, and it's no longer my channel banner because it was actually too big for my channel banner. Even though I used the proper dimensions that was listed on the YouTube website, and I was like, what? But I was thinking recently, maybe I just made the resolution too high. That could be why it's too big. So, yeah. I don't think I'm gonna put it up again though, because I do like my current banner. And here it is again. And this is a drawing I did for a video, one of my Draw Daily videos, and the video I was talking about talent is a real thing. Is it? I think it is, but yeah. And this is a character from the book, The Wrath of Darth Maul. And in the book, she's actually it's like in the time frame, she's a child, and then when something happens, like she's a child, and then she's a teenager. So, yeah, in this drawing, she's a grown woman. So, yeah. So not in the exact time frame, but okay. And this is a comic I did about a scene that was going to be in my story, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to put it in there now, which kind of makes me sad, but yeah, at least I got this comic out of it, and so the comic exists even if I don't put this actual conversation in the story. I still have this comic, so that's cool. And this was a bonus video for my Draw Daily thingy because I did the sketch on the computer and then I printed it and used my light box to trace it on my paper, and then I liked the sketch so much that I finished it on the computer, and this is what it turned out to be. I like that background. That background is really cool, even though that tree is interesting. I still like it though. I like the colors. And this is the design I did for a t-shirt, though I never actually made the t-shirts. So, yeah. And this is another drawing from my Draw Daily thing. And here's another one. And on this particular day, I was sick. And, yeah, got sick of mirror. And I actually have that blanket and that mug. So, yeah. And here are a couple of my OCs, and they're in that side story I was talking about earlier, so I'm not working on it really right now, but I still have like the idea and the characters and stuff, and yeah. And okay, so the guy's name is Wilson, and I made his name Wilson so that whenever someone calls his name, they'll just scream, Wilson! Kind of like in that movie Castaway. So after I drew this, it's Wilson from Castaway. And I actually like this. It turned out pretty good. And here's that drawing again. Is it? No, this is a different drawing. This is from my Draw Daily thing. I think. Was it? I think it was. And here's another thing from Draw Daily, and it's a comic about my character Malevolence and his talent. And he doesn't actually have this talent in the story, it's just some random joke I came up with one day when I was sketching. So this isn't actually in the story, but it's still funny. Oops. And this is a sketch I did for Draw Daily. So I did this, and then I printed it, and then I traced it with my light pad. And I liked it so much that I finished it on the computer. And here it is. And I like it. I still like it. And here are my OCs again. I draw a lot of my OCs, which I guess it makes sense. It's my OCs. I'm going to draw them a lot. And I do. And, okay, this is the picture where Flatfoot Billy Jones was born. And I show him at the end of my videos. Not all the time, but most of the time. So if you've ever wondered who in the world is that fella, here he is. It's Flatfoot Billy Jones, and the way I came up with him is I was doing the background and I had like people in the background. So the people are they're just blobs. So yeah, like this guy over here, he's melting into the bench, and this guy doesn't have a leg. So they're just blobs, but this particular blob looked like a person, so I drew his face out, and now he's a character, and his name is Flatfoot Billy Jones. So yeah, and I really like this food. It looks tasty. And here's another drawing from Dry Daily. Yeah, the original sketch, it was supposed to look really, really derpy, and this looks derpy, but not as derpy as it could look, so yeah. I felt like I wish I had drawn the mouth a little bit better, even though that's how it was supposed to look originally, because it was supposed to look derpy, but yeah. And another drawing from Dry Daily, and this one is about squirrels stealing stuff from our garden, because that's just what they do. They'll take a tomato and take a bite out of it and just throw it somewhere, and it's like, really, you like, at least finish the tomato. If you're gonna steal, just do it right. But they don't, and they just eat everything. Well, they don't eat everything. They take a bite and then don't finish it, and it's like, it's so annoying. And this is a drawing I was doing for a little mini series thing. I actually didn't finish it, but it was gonna be like girls with a tone tan background. I didn't finish it, so I only did 2, and I like them. And here's that drawing from earlier. And this is another one of my OCs from when I was like 12. So yeah, I redrew her, and there's a video about this, and I actually showed that original sketchbook that she came from, and then I drew her at the end and stuff. So yeah, that's a sketchbook tour. Yeah. And I do like this picture. I like her face a lot. And this is my logo. Yeah. Maybe one day I'll talk about how I made that, because I mean, it looks really simple, but I'm talking like how I actually designed it and stuff. I don't know, maybe. Is that something you'd like to see? I don't know. That's for a commission, so I'm not really going to show that. But this here is a drawing. I was trying to test out my De La Roni FW Prussian blue ink, and this was a sketch I did for it, and then I traced it with a white pad into a separate sheet of paper. But this was the original sketch, and I took a picture because I liked it, and I wanted to do this. So I colored it on the computer. Yeah. And this is one of those pictures that I never finished on the computer. I think I started it, but I didn't finish it. Here's another one, and another one, and I actually did finish this one. Yay! I like this one a lot. And this is a sketch I did for an eclipse switch that I drew for my channel. This was after we had the eclipse in America, and I really like space stuff, so I had to draw something eclipse related, and I did. Yeah, and look at this cat down here. It says, "Cat, lol, what is into thing?" Yeah, I need to work on drawing animals. And this drawing I did, it was actually going to be a video, but after I finished, I realized that I wasn't recording, and I was like, what? And I was pretty upset, but I ended up doing this for the video instead, which is the same thing. This is just cropped, and these are just some sketches I did. Yeah. And here's the finished version of the eclipse switch. Yeah. I like it. I like the eclipse behind her. And these are some little bookmarks, things I was doing. And I colored them on the computer. And this is a sketch thing that I was doing for a watercolor painting. And that became a thing, so yeah, there's a video about that one. And here are those bookmarks again, and these are some stickers that I was doing. I actually stopped making these and started doing some different ones. And this was for another sticker design I was doing. I'm not a feminist, I'm an MGT. A MGT. That's actually not supposed to say "and," it's just supposed to be "a." Just forget that that's not there. And I actually fixed it. Yep, I fixed that, so. Yeah, and that's not to offend anyone who is a feminist. Like, if you find benefit in the feminist movement, go ahead. Go ahead. It's just not for me personally. So that's what that was about. And there's the finished thing, and I finished it on Photoshop. And this is a drawing I did for, I'm not gonna say. But, yeah, it's Darth Maul, Wrath of Darth Maul fan art. Because that's like one of my favorite Star Wars books. And there's one with sparklies and one without sparklies. Yeah. Yep. And this is a GIF I made for, well, it wasn't for anything, I was just testing out GIFs. GIF stuff. And I redrew the character for every frame instead of like using the same thing. It's kind of hard to explain, but I redrew him every time. And I can't remember how many frames I used, but yeah. Might have been 10 or 12 or something. And this is a sketch I did for a video during October. Yay! Yep, that's the video. You can go watch if you want to. And this was me showing some examples of different types of shading for a commission I was working on. And this is the art. Is this the last one? No, it's not. Okay. So this is another GIF I made. You just pull down this little sign that says the art. I really like it. And this is another sketch I did for Inktober. Yep. And the prompt that I used was lazy, so here is my OC Malevolence, and he's using this hanger string rubber band contraption to hold up his phone because he can't be bothered with things like that. And yeah, this was the original version, and I printed it out and realized that the proportions weren't exactly right, so I fixed it. So yeah. Which is one of the benefits of digital art. You can always easily fix stuff. That's why I like it so much. And this is a drawing I did for a Facebook page. Yeah, it's a Facebook page. Musawir Artistic Studios page I'm a part of. And this is a picture I did for it, and I can't remember whether I posted it or not. I can't remember. And this is a character from my book that I'm working on. The current one, not the side project. And this is, I downloaded the 25 Essential Expression Challenge template thing, and here's what it looked like after I finished it. And my favorite ones are fear, flirty, confident, drunk. I really like that neck there. And I like shocked, tired, and silly, and triumph. This is a really fun challenge, and you should totally try it. And here's another sketch I did for one of my Inktober drawings. It was actually the last one, and it was on my birthday, so I drew myself and my OCs at my birthday party. Yeah. And this is a sketch that I did for a digital drawing, and I actually finished it. Here is the color palette for the drawing, and there's the finished version. And I really like it. I think it's really cute. And it's galaxy related, so. Okay, so we'll keep going. And this is an example I was doing for commission stuff. So this is my colored sketch example. And here's another one. And base stuff. So those are just commission examples. And I already showed this one, haven't I? I feel like I have. And this is actually a picture that I sent my great grandma, and I liked it so much that I scanned it so I can always have it, because I sent her the original and I wanted to have it, so I wanted to have it, so I scanned it. And this is a watercolor painting I did a little while ago. Yep, November. Yep. And this is a digital painting I did. I don't have a date on it. I didn't like where it was going, so I didn't finish it, but looking at it now, it looks good. It's just not what I had envisioned, so I didn't finish it. And this was a redraw of the Phantom Menace poster with Flatfoot Billy Jones and my other OCs, and except for Jar Jar. Jar Jar is pretty much the same. Yeah. I think it's funny, and I just put chickens all over the place. Like, here's Chick Bit, one of my, well, it's actually not just my OC, it's me and my little brother OC, and his name is Chick Bit. It's just a rotisserie chicken. Yeah. And here's a sketch I did for a drawing. I did finish it, and it's a character from the book, The Rat from Dark Mall. And here's some more sketches that I was going to finish on the computer, and I did finish them. But I didn't finish this one, or this one, or this one. Yeah, this is gonna be a little mini series, me just drawing my OCs. Yeah, but I didn't finish it, so. Here's another sketch that I didn't finish on the computer. I started it, but I just didn't finish, and it's supposed to be like a fairy type thing. And here's the finished version of that sketch I showed earlier. I really like how her eyes turned out. It's really cute. And it doesn't really look like it, but this right here, the guy over here, that's how it ended up. I actually changed a lot of stuff. Yeah. But I still like it. And I like the egg on his shirt. And here is the girl that was standing with him. There's the finished version. And this was the original sketch I did for a wash painting that I did on my channel a little while ago, but I ended up not using this one. I used this one instead, which I do like this one a lot better. I think the reason why I don't like this one is because of the way I colored it, which I probably should not have colored it. Probably should have just scanned it and just go ahead and finish it on canvas, which is what I did, but I went with this one instead. So. And this is a drawing I did with my mouse. It's Flat Billy Jones. And this is a GIF I did with my old tablet. It actually just stopped working like a couple of weeks ago. It was a Huion H420 tablet, and it's small, and I've had that since I think 2015, and it finally stopped working. So yeah, it was like $25, so not that too bad. And here's another drawing I did with that tablet. I actually had the sketch I sketched it out on paper first, and then I finished it on the computer. It was an old sketch, but I finished it on the computer. And here, I showed the sketch for this earlier, and I had started on it, but like I said, I didn't finish it, so here's just what I ended up with. And I really like that fried egg. That's a good egg. That's a good egg. Looking at it now, it looks okay. I don't know why I didn't finish it. And this is a redraw of a drawing I did earlier this year. But I already showed that. Alright, I hope I did. Yep, and this is a comic. There's a part in the book, The Rat from Dark Mall. Well, I did a lot of fan art from that book. There's a part when the character Clint Mitaka asks Dark Mall if he wants to go swimming, and then he just has a flashback, and I was wondering, like, if someone actually had a flashback while they were in a conversation, wouldn't they just be staring there? Like, would they just, like, stare off into the distance? So, that's what this was about. So he just freezes up, and then she walks away. I actually didn't finish it. There was going to be a second part, but I didn't finish it, because, yeah. I kind of like how, like, when I go back and forth, it looks like it's animated, but it's not. What? It's actually separate pictures. What? And this is the sketch I did in my sketchbook of Red Lord the Demon of Men, which is just some random name I got from a evil villain name generator, and I thought it was funny, so I drew it. And this is another sketch. I started finishing it on the computer, but I didn't finish it, so yep, that's how I didn't finish it. And there's Red Lord the Demon of Men, finished version, and there's a video about that if you want to go watch it. And here's Red Lord the Demon of Men again, riding her polar chimp. I'm not even going to try to explain that one. And this is a comic I did recently on my channel, because I was doing a lot of comics during Inktober and Draw Daily, and I wanted to do another one, so that's what this is. And it was A2. And this was actually the last drawing that I was able to do with that tablet. It gave out while I was coloring it, so I had to color it with the mouse, but I finished it. And I think it's cute. And this is actually the last thing. Yep. There it is. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and